Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 97. We are the Cookie Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I am Dave.
Dave, how's it going this week?
Not too shabby.
That's pretty good.
Had some good food, which I will say later. In this segment.
Well, then before we get started with anything, make sure you are subscribing to the Shuffle Podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you click that follow or subscribe button, whatever it may be, on Spotify at Apple Podcasts. If you're listening to the podcast, we appreciate you, those of you that are subscribed, and we really want more of you.
Yeah, and send me some money because I want.
You're going to say send some nudes.
Oh no, send me some money.
Because you want what?
Because I want new headphones.
What's wrong with the ones you got? Oh shit!
It's not that they don't work. It's just,
Yeah, they're just. I mean, how long have you had those now? It's been a while.
Well, I had them before I got the PC.
Okay,
I know
so
that.
It's definitely been a while.
Yeah, at least. Let's see. I got my PC in June of
2019, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Had to be.
Yeah, June of 2019. So at least 2 years.
At least 2 years you've had those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time for some new ones. Yeah. Subscribe and donate some money to Dave's Venmo.
Yeah. You subscribing won't actually give me money, but it'll help. It'll make me happy. And then maybe I'll just be like, okay, since he subscribed or she subscribed.
Yeah.
Or they subscribed. I will go buy some new headphones. Yeah, well, like I said, it's not like I need them, but it's just like, hey, nice. Get some new ones, maybe Bluetooth ones, wireless ones, so I don't have to worry about the cord. And I can just get up and walk around, not have to worry about it. But
yeah. Little update on last week's episode. Okay. I was talking about the shorts that I bought from Target. This is the shirt that I got from Target with those shorts. Big fan of the shirt. Both pairs of those shorts fit, the 28s and the 30s. I then checked the khaki shorts that I bought months ago that I was talking about that were also, I presume, to be 30s. They are 30s. They do not fit. They are huge on me. So it was just that pair of shorts.
Yeah, so they must have put a tag on wrong.
Yeah, they definitely put the wrong tag on because they are huge on me. But the other 30s, they fit just fine. The 28s fit really nice. The 30s are like, they're a little bit more roomy.
So you literally have a size 28 waist.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my Lord. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a fucking tiny piece of shit.
That's crazy. 28.
Yeah. Went to Walmart yesterday after work because I was hungry and I had been eating popcorn chicken that I bought for that would have been my third night in a row eating popcorn chicken, which I love, but I didn't really want it. Right. So I went to Walmart with the intention of buying a couple frozen meals because there's this one frozen meal. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's teriyaki chicken. I can't remember who makes it is what I meant. And I really like it. And they never have it. So I was pissed. So I bought frozen pizzas instead. And I bought these Jack Daniels. Yeah. And I've had the Lynchburg lemonade before. I've also had the
Down Home Punch.
I don't think I've ever had that one.
Oh.
But I've they make a Jack and Coke one essentially. I don't remember what it's called. That was not in this case. They've got a watermelon punch, Lynchburg lemonade. They might have the Down Home Punch, and there was another one that I can't remember. But I bought these because they were right there on the shelf with all the summer stuff, even though summer's coming to an end. Or has. It's fall now, right? It's officially fall. September 21st was fall.
So
yeah, shit. Happy fall, everyone. Yes. Yeah, I know. But so they had this, and I thought they were 12-ounce cans, and then it was a box of 12 or something. It was 16-ounce cans, as you can see, and it's a box of 8. And I opened it last night to have a can with my pizza, and I opened it up. I was like, oh fuck, I was not prepared to drink that much alcohol last night. But they're good.
Yeah, the Down Home Punch, I just figured you had because that's the one that Mom always gets.
I'm sure that I have had a sip of it. I just don't remember it. I remember the Lynchburg lemonade specifically because it's really good. And last night I had the watermelon punch. Holy fuck. If you like watermelon flavored things, Dave.
Yeah, not the biggest fan of watermelon flavored things.
Yeah, it definitely has that artificial watermelon flavor.
Yeah.
But it is good. It's just very it's very strong.
Are they 5%?
4.8%.
4.8.
Which is, a bit of a ripoff if you ask me.
I don't like like Mike's Harder or there's some like the Bold Rock that I get. There's some they have like a lemonade that is an 8%.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mike's Harder are 8%. I do not like 8% ones.
Too much alcohol for you?
Yeah, it just tastes like it's like.
Yeah, you lose a lot of the lemonade flavor.
Yeah, I don't know if the word I'm trying to say is bitter or sour. But it tastes like more
yeah.
It's just too much alcohol must be.
That's fair.
3% more.
What the fuck is wrong with my glasses right now?
Maybe you're using a Hawaiian shirt to clean them off.
Yeah, I am.
That's probably it. Is that a new hat?
Yeah. So Newton, I think I may have mentioned this. I don't know if I did. Newton ripped up my old Bills hat, a couple weeks ago.
Your old new one?
My old Bills hat. This is a new one.
Yeah, but you hadn't had many Bills hats.
Yeah, the only other one that I had, not the bucket hat.
Yeah, but the other baseball hat.
Yeah, the other baseball cap. He ripped that up, and my mistake. I left it on my bed while I left for work. And
no, the dog is stupid.
Yeah, no, the stupid dog. But yeah, I left it on my bed, and he chewed it up. I got home, and I was very upset because I really liked that hat. So I tried to find it again, and they're sold out everywhere. They have that same design, but in like a flat brim. Flat brim hat, and I hate those because I don't look good in those. So I found this one, which is the 2021 sideline hat, and they had it in this or blue, and I liked the gray better, so I got this, and I like it.
It looks cool. I like the
little.
It's like a race car hat.
Yeah,
that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
Your glasses good?
No, not at all. I'm gonna grab the thing really quick, and they're gonna piss me off all day.
Your microfiber? He didn't hear me. I should toss my Bills hat on. We'll stall in the episode.
All right. Well, I don't know where my glasses went. My sunglass case that's probably left at work, so can't clean them.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, thanks, Dave. I appreciate you. I'm not going to go to the bathroom and get tissues, so I'll just use a better shirt, I guess.
Yeah, you got to use one of those like a shirts from like Target.
This is from Target.
T-shirts. Yeah, okay, but that's a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, but it's like it's a very soft material. Like I'm sweating right now because it's a thicker material. Oh, that's so much better. I used a t-shirt.
Yeah. T-shirts from.
Did you just put that hat on? I was like, what the fuck?
As soon as you got up, I said, oh, maybe I should put my Bills hat on.
A
shout out, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
Creamed them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely splatooshed on their face.
Splatooshed.
But like the day that Newton chewed my hat up was the previous game, like our home opener that we lost. So I blame Newton for that loss.
Oh.
So
now that you got a new hat.
Now that I got a new hat, we won.
Yeah, they I will say, once before we get off this topic, even though we could keep talking about it, but I'll probably run out of things to say.
Yeah.
Because I'd only talk about the Bills. Don't know much about other teams.
Yeah, don't know much about sports.
But still not impressed fully with their game plan. And both teams dropped the ball on
several times.
Literally and figuratively saying like they dropped the ball.
They physically dropped the ball and they also
physically dropped the ball and figuratively dropped the ball on like could you guys stop getting it turned over? Fumble here, fumble there.
Can you just stop?
And then they couldn't
hold on to the ball.
they couldn't make anything happen after they the fucking Miami would fumble it, we'd recover it, didn't make anything happen. We would fumble it, they'd get it, wouldn't make anything happen. It's like, do something, okay? Yeah. That happened like 6 times.
Oh my God, it was way too many times.
So I was like, all right, but we came out with the win, so I was like, I'm happy about
that. So the story, kind of funny. You definitely have to be like part of our family to find it really funny, because you'll find this funny, Dave, but like listeners won't really understand what the problem is. I was outside the other day. I was sitting outside because I didn't have anything to do, so I was just sitting out and enjoying the weather. And my phone starts ringing, and I just immediately get angry when my phone starts ringing, and I'm like, oh God, who the fuck is it? I look at my phone, and there's no name, it's just a number. And I'm like, my first thought before I even bother looking at what the number is, oh, it's another like, telemarketer or car's extended warranty or some bullshit. Because that's all the calls I get now. The only calls I ever get are extended warranty. Yeah, the only calls I ever get are Shannon, Mom, and your car's extended warranty. Yeah. And so I look at the phone and I'm like, fucking Jesus. And just as I go to ignore it, I actually look at the number, and it's Grandma's number, like her home number. And I'm like, why the hell is Grandma calling me right now? Also, I've been pointed out to several times that the way I say Grandma annoys a lot of people. Because I don't say grandma, I say grandma.
Oh.
Gramma, grandma.
Grandma.
I don't say grandma. So anyways, regardless. So it's Grandma calling me, and I'm like, geez, what the hell? So my thought was, okay, maybe it's Mom at Grandma's house, and she forgot her cell phone. She's got to talk to me about something. So I go, hello, and it's Grandma. And she goes, John? Which, as you know, Dave, is our father's name. And I go, no, Grandma, it's Joey, which is the only name she knows me by. So I'm going to call myself Joey. And so she goes, oh, Joey, she goes, isn't this your father's number? I meant to call him. And I was like, okay, this is good. She knows, for context, people who are listening and watching, our grandmother is losing her mind and her memory. So she doesn't really know what's going on all the time. So she called me, thinking that this was my dad's number, which was in her defense. Yeah. It used to be. Yeah, but that was like end of 8th grade, beginning of freshman year of high school for me. So 2010 is when I got this number. So it's been 11 years since I've had this phone number.
Yeah.
Not important. She thought she was calling him. I go, no, you're calling me. She goes, oh, I didn't mean to. Like I was trying to figure out like where your mom's at, or if your mom has left yet. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I had no idea what she was talking about. And I was like, well, this used to be his number. So you were calling the right number, in your mind, but this isn't his number anymore. I go, do you need something? Do you need me to call her? What do you need? And so she goes, well, where are you? And I go, I'm in Florida. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to ruin your vacation. I go, Grandma, I'm not on vacation. I'm like, I'm down here working. I've been out here nearly 4 years. She goes, you're down, and so go through that whole conversation, which we've had multiple times in the past. And I was like, do you need something from Mom? Do you need me to call her? She goes, no, you're in Florida. You don't need to call her. Like, what are you going to do if you can't call her? I'm like, yes, I can. Like, I have a cell phone. And so I'm like, do you need something? She goes, no, I'm just wondering if your mom has left yet. I go, left where? Where's she going? And she goes, oh, your mom's going out of town on a work trip. And I'm like, you know more than I do then. Like, what am I, like, I'm useless here. So I'm like, all right, well, you can try calling her. She's probably at the airport then. I don't know. And so she goes, all right, enjoy Florida. And I'm like, all right, have a good one. Goodbye. So I hang up. I immediately call Mom. I'm just like, hey, Mom, Grandma called me. She goes, she just called me a few times. And then while we were on the phone, she called Mom again. And so I don't even know how that conversation went. But then yesterday at work, I was sitting in the break room and my phone starts ringing. Now, my phone had started ringing multiple times since I got to work. Like, I was at work, my phone was going off like crazy. And I'm just ignoring it because I'm at work. But I'm finally on break. I'm looking down at my phone and I see this number that I do not recognize. Now, it's a Buffalo area code, but most scam numbers now have your area code at the very least. So I'm ignoring it, but then I look at I'm just like letting it ring and go to voicemail. I'm not clicking ignore, but I'm looking at my missed calls from the day. And since I started work, this same number that's calling me right now has called me 3 other times. And my philosophy is if that number is important and actually needs to get a hold of me, they'll call back again. So I go, surely this is an important phone call. I must not have this number saved, or it's something important. I'm calling it back. Or I'm answering this call. Phone's still ringing. I answer it and I go, hello? And I hear grandma's voice. And so this is grandma on her cell phone now.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know she knew how to use. So she's calling me.
She doesn't.
And she goes, who is this? And now I'm at work surrounded by people who only know me as Joe. And I have to go, Grandma, this is Joey. And everybody starts laughing. Now I'm concerned because she seems bad. Like she's like seems not okay. And I'm like, Grandma, this is Joey. Like, what's up? And she goes, Joey who? And I'm like, oh boy, this is bad. I'm like, this is Joey, Anne Marie's son, Anne Marie Sharkey, your daughter, Anne Marie Filipski, your daughter. I'm like, this is Joey, her son. And she goes, okay, what do you need? I'm like, what do I need? I'm like, you called me. So she goes, I'm like, what do you mean? What do I need? She goes, well, you called me. I just answered the phone. And I'm like, Grandma, you called me. She goes, no. You just called me and I saw on my phone it said call back. So I clicked call back. And now I'm on the phone with you. And I'm like, so I've connected the dots already that she called me 5 seconds before and it went to voicemail. So then on her end, it must have said call failed or like did not answer or whatever. And so it gave her the option to call back, like try again, essentially. Yeah. So she clicked that thinking she got a call from this number, which she would not have saved in her phone. So she calls it back thinking that I just called her, wondering what I want. And I go, no. You called me. So then the entire conversation was me trying to convince her that she had just previously called me. And she couldn't wrap her head around that fact. So I was just like, you know what? Maybe if I did call you, which I know I didn't, it was a mistake on my end. And that's when she was like, oh, maybe it was a mistake on my end as well. And I was just like, yeah, it happens. I go, do you need anything? She goes, no. I was just wondering why you called. And I go, I didn't call. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. And she goes, oh, no, it's fine. Where are you? I go, I'm in Florida. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry to ruin your vacation. I go, it's fine, Grandma. Don't worry about it. I'm like, you're not ruining my vacation. I go, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And she was like, okay, have fun. I'm like, all right, thanks. Bye-bye. And I was on the phone. I was just like, oh my God. So
yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have if she wouldn't have agreed with me that she called me, I would have just been like, oh yeah, I was just calling to see if what's up, Graham?
Yeah.
You know, I would have just
hey, how's it going?
Like, yeah, it was me.
Just a quick checkup.
Just haven't called you in a while, you know. Or just like be like, no, I wouldn't want to fuck with her that much.
No, you couldn't do that.
Just be like, I was just wondering if you got the bread from Tops this morning, you know? Like, what? Well, you told me you know, just make all she would
make up a whole story.
It.
God. But that was my week. That happened that was like the first call from her when I was outside. That had to be on I don't even know what day it was. Could like maybe Saturday or Sunday. And then the call from the 4 calls from her yesterday were yesterday from her cell phone.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. But anyways,
I could Mom told me that because I picked up Mom from the airport today.
Yeah.
And so she told me that Grandma called you. And I was like, well, I haven't gotten a call from her in a while. Last time I got a call from her a few months ago or whatever, and I was just like, hello? Oh, hey Dave. Or David. I was like, hi Grandma. What's going on? Oh, did I call you? Something like that. I don't know what the conversation was, but yeah, it was something like,
yeah,
like, oh, I don't. She goes, oh, I think I have the wrong number. I'm like, did you mean to call your son? She's like, oh, maybe. Okay, bye. Something like that.
The problem with having multiple Davids in the family.
Yeah. Well, I was at Tina's house for 3 days because she went on a little vacay because it was her and Sarah's 1 year.
Okay.
So I was babysitting the dogs in the house, which, by the way, if you didn't know, I'm sure Mom told you, she got a new puppy.
Tina called me.
Tina, yeah. And I was calling her stupid because she is. Don't need to get a new puppy. And well, it's Sarah's, but either way.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, there's no way I'm gonna be able to sleep and watch this dog.
Right.
Because puppies need fucking 24/7.
Oh yeah, they got to go out all the time.
Right. And it's like, okay, it's one thing if it's my dog and it's on my schedule, whatever. But like, she has Amira eats different food than Jasmine. Jasmine and all dogs have different food. They're all going to be on different schedules. Or like Amira and Jasmine, they'll be on the same. But like the puppy, it's like, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
I sleep during the day. Okay. And the puppy the dogs just slept all day. But I was like, dude, I'm not going to be able to watch this thing. So either way, we got rid of the puppy. We were like, fuck you. No. We gave it to an aunt of ours. Won't reveal the name.
Okay.
Not that it mattered. I mean, it could, but either way. So I was watching them, and so I brought food from home. Like I went in there, brought lunch meat because I knew I'd be leaving there to go to work. So I wanted to bring something to make for lunch. And also just took some leftovers for dinner. And Tina texted me. She's like, what do you want to eat at the house? I'll pick something up. Like if I would have said, pizza rolls or chicken fingers or whatever. And she's like, I don't think I have time, so I'll just leave you money. In my head, I'm like, I should probably leave me like $50, which she did. And I was like, well, I brought pork loin and rice, and that lasted for 2 meals. So I had essentially lunch, I guess.
Right.
Because on Monday I had breakfast at the house, and then I had lunch at her house, and then I made my lunch for my dinner, whatever. Made my lunch for work. And then the next day I brought a bagel from the house to hers. I had pork loin and rice again. And then when did I buy? And either way, I got Checkers the one day. Oh. Yeah. I got check. What did I do? Because I should have had. Oh, I think either way, I had I think I had the bagel, and then I got Checkers, and then the next day for lunch I had the rest of the pork and rice.
Right.
But so I got Checkers, and I ordered it online.
Okay.
So I'm 6 minutes away from Checkers. Right. And it said to be ready in 6 minutes. I'm like, boom, I hit it, left. I don't know what I was doing because I knew how to get there.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I'm going, I'm waiting for, like, as I'm driving, I'm like, this just doesn't look familiar to me. Like, why doesn't this,
where you're driving doesn't look familiar?
Yeah. Like, it's like, I literally have been down this road before. So how come it's not, and I kept going, and then I get to, as I'm coming up, I see that there's a park, or I think at the end of the street. And if I would have made a left, it said dead end that way. And if I made a right, it would just connect to like another side street or something like that. I'm like, where did I go? So it was like, I put in my maps, Checkers, and I was 7 minutes away. And I was like, what just happened?
So you just like blacked out and started driving.
I was like, I could have swore because I just had to go straight, and then I'm coming back and I'm like, oh, I didn't make the left turn that I was supposed to. Like I just stayed straight. So not revealing where Tina lives.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I'm gonna do a little diagram.
Oh, okay.
So we got, let's see, house, boom here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. A little side street right there. Bam, bam. Okay. Where are we at here? Here's the house.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to do it like a. Here's the house. Can you see it?
No, not at all.
Okay. So boom, I was here. Made the left.
Yeah.
And this is the left I'm supposed to make?
You kept going straight.
I just went straight.
Simple mistake.
Yeah. So I was just telling you so you would know like what street where we were at. I know you know where Tina lives, but yeah. So yeah, I made the left on that street. Mm-hmm. And I should have made the left on this street. But I think I just saw that it was green.
And you were just like, I drive through green.
I'm just going. So instead of getting to the turning lane. And so I literally had to just completely wrap around, come back. So now I'm 10 minutes late to getting my food. I'm like, cool. And I go, okay. So I get to the drive-through. Say I have a pickup for Dave.
Right.
Oh, you got to come to the pickup window. The walk-up pickup window.
Walk up?
Yeah, so like I couldn't just go through the drive-through because usually when I order online,
you go through the drive-through.
I go through the drive-through. It's like, I mean, there was nobody at the walk-up thing, so, and there were like 3 cars in the drive-through, but I'm just so used to going through the drive-through to like pick up my food.
Right.
Because like if I get stuff from McDonald's.
But also, I feel like they could have very easily just walked up to the window and been like, Dave here? There you go.
They could have, because, and it still took just as long because one, I was like, oh, okay. So I drove around, parked my car, got out, walked through the window, stood there for like 2 minutes until somebody came up and was like, oh, what you need? I'm like, pick up for Dave. Okay, here you go. Boom. Good food. Got the bar. Oh, it doesn't matter. Actually, I have a different thing for my eat of the week anyways. Barbecue bacon mother cruncher, whatever it's called.
Wow.
Yeah, I had that. That was good.
You get the fries?
Yeah, I got the fries. Got the combo. Fries, got a lemonade.
Nice.
And so I check my email constantly, which I don't know if other people do, but I was telling the person at work, they're like, she was like, do you check your email? I go, yeah. I go, if I don't
regularly,
like literally at least 3 times a day, I do, because not that I have anything important, but I literally just get so much crap that I don't want that number there. Because it's just like, I sign up for like Old Navy, and I get stuff from Target. I get stuff from freaking Paceline, which is an app I have for working out and getting So I just get all this shit, and I just wanted to delete it all because I don't care about it.
Yeah.
And so I looked at my email, and it said, "Oh, fill out the survey, get a free sandwich." I was like, "Yes,
oh yeah,
I want this." So I filled it out. Boom, get the coupon. It says free sandwich with the purchase of a large drink. I'm like, large drink, whatever.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna get that on the way home from when I leave Tina's when she gets back, and I'm gonna have that for dinner.
Right.
I didn't know what time she was getting back in case I had to rush, whatever. I was like, I know I can get this. So I go there. I'm like, hey, I have this coupon. Free sandwich, purchase large drink. Okay. What do you want? And I go, I want the barbecue bacon mother cruncher. Oh, it doesn't work for that sandwich.
Well, why the hell
It doesn't say that on the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it said only 3 of them, which was like the big sandwiches. So I'm guessing I think the barbecue bacon mother cruncher is a newer sandwich.
So it doesn't apply.
It's not that new because it's been around for at least 2 years, but maybe that when they just made this coupon, because this has been going around for a while. Like if you just complete the survey, which I think I threw my receipt out and I'm pissed because I can get another free sandwich. So I just don't think it was on there. It was for like, the bigger sandwiches.
Right.
So I was like, okay, what can I get? And they're like, well, you can't get number 2, number 7, whatever. I was like, okay, fine. I'll just get the regular mother cruncher, the classic one. Okay. And large drinks are you can get a large drink for $1. So did you want to do that? He goes, oh, but then I don't think I can use your coupon. And I'm like, he was like, oh, maybe I could. Well, because I'm be buying the drink for cheaper.
Right.
Like regular price, because let's say a large is like $2. It's like, okay, you're buying the drink for $2, so then you're getting that free sandwich. But if it's like, okay, it's already discounted today, or it could be discounted today or something like that.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he was like, oh no, I think I can. So he's like, so he starts putting in, he goes, do you want a large fry with that too? It's only $1. I go, yeah. So I got a combo meal pretty much
for $2.
A large combo meal for $2.70 or something like that.
Nice.
And which the downfall of that is that after I ate it, my stomach hurt so bad.
Really? This wasn't the same day, was it?
No, it was the next day.
Okay.
My stomach hurt so bad. And then like just before work, I had to take a shit. And I was like, dude, I was like, dude, luckily this was only $2 because I would have been like mad that I paid like, $8.
The fuck
and it made my stomach hurt. Because the day before my stomach hurt too. And I was like, what the fuck? So, but yeah, $2.70. Got that. I think I'm gonna go through my garbage, find that receipt, so see if I can get
anything for discounted food.
Yeah, and I think he was scanning my barcode and nothing was like dinging or anything, and I think he like had to manually do it. So I don't think he actually hit my first one. Oh. So I think I'm just gonna try and reuse it.
Good, always try.
As long as he's not there.
Exactly.
And I think I'm just gonna walk up and be like, oh yeah, I have this, or I'm wondering if I should be like, I'm not quite, or is like, I don't know if I can't remember if I used this.
That's smart.
I think I'm just gonna say that. And if they say, yeah, it's been used, then I'll be like, all right, fine, I'll just get it.
But if they say it hasn't been used, you'd be like, score, another free sandwich.
Another free sandwich. Or because I'm just confused. Should I just be like, I have this? They go to scan it. It doesn't scan. I think I'm gonna do that one. Because in my head, I do that, right? They don't scan it like, oh, you might have used this already. I'm like, oh, okay, I thought I did, but I just wasn't sure. Instead of going, I think I might have, I'm not sure if I used this. And then they'll be like,
because then they could just be like, no, you did use it. And you'd be like, are you scamming me or am I scamming you?
Yeah. They go to scan it doesn't scan because it didn't scan last time. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to manually overdo it. Just manually override it.
So you're like, here, I got this coupe.
Yeah. Put it in manually if it doesn't work.
Yeah. And tell them that too.
Yeah. But like last time I was here, the guy had to manually put it in because it wasn't scanning. Mm-hmm. Might seem a little fishy. They probably don't give a fuck. Honestly.
No, it's checkers.
Yeah. They don't care. They do not care.
There was something I was gonna talk about. Oh, I pre-ordered the new iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Why?
Well, because it's been 3 years since I got a new iPhone.
So your phone's working fine, isn't it?
Not really, no. Oh. Battery doesn't really hold the charge anymore. Shit's fucked. It was time for a new one, so Like, yes, I'm the type of person who's just like, new phone, I want it, even if mine's perfectly fine. But this one, it has been starting to act up quite a bit. So
you should have just got the 12.
Well, I wanted the 13.
Yeah, but it's more money.
Yeah, but I got like $1,000 off. I'm paying like $5 a month for it.
No. I think when I get a new phone, I definitely, you have that Max, right? You have
the
bigger
10S
one?
Max, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you have?
Yeah. XS.
XS Max. Too many letters.
Yeah, and they sound too similar.
Yeah.
SS. Anyways, so my phone has wireless charging in it, or sorry, my car has wireless charging.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that, yeah.
And it doesn't fit. So I'm like,
you think I'll get a smaller phone?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. In my best advice, do you wirelessly charge your phone right now?
Or you told me this before. You think it fucked up your battery.
It does fuck up your battery.
I don't use it all the time. I use it like if I'm sitting at my computer.
Okay.
And it's on a low charge.
Yeah, because I use mine all the time. Like from the second I got this phone, I was wirelessly charging it for like ever, and it fucks your battery. It's like, it's no wonder my phone doesn't hold a charge anymore.
Yeah, I don't use it often.
Yeah,
but I use my cord half the time anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. I really should have thought about that before I use my cord because I use Apple CarPlay.
Yeah, so, you can't, which is so, you should be able to use Apple CarPlay if your phone is not plugged in.
You can on the new cars.
You can?
Yeah, not 2019 though.
Okay.
Like,
because every car that I've been in with Apple CarPlay, you got to plug it in. I'm just like, this is stupid.
Yeah, I called Ben and I was like, do you have to plug your phone in for Apple CarPlay? It's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, ridiculous. Okay. I thought my car was fucking broken. I better be pissed, dude. I think it is stupid because I was like, why? What's the point?
Right.
You know? So, whatever, I'll deal with it. I was pissed about it because like my phone, it doesn't, like the thing is shitty. Like it doesn't hold the port. It doesn't hold the cable well. Like I literally touch it and it comes out.
Oh, it's not good. Maybe it's your cable.
So no. I was looking at it. I cleaned the fuck out of it. Now it stays.
Got a lot of pocket lint. Yeah,
I literally went in there with like a safety pin and the air compressor, and it was shit on the left side of it, up and tucked up in the corner. Yeah, and I was just stabbing it with this safety pin.
I got some shit up in my top left corner too.
Yeah, dude.
Not that much shit.
Suck.
I just got some dog hair in there.
So it all stays. And I don't worry about it now.
Good.
Got a new cable for the car too.
There you go. It's a fresh one. I want to think of other things that happened to me this week. I thought like I had an eventful week, and now I'm starting to. Every time I sit down to record this stupid podcast, it's not stupid. I love the podcast, but every time I sit down, I just forget everything that's ever happened to me throughout the week.
Oh yeah. I do that no matter what I'm doing. Somebody asked me, I think it was at work. Oh, they're like, oh, they said, it was one of my supervisors. How was your weekend? I go, I don't know. I think it was good.
Don't remember.
They were like, were you drinking? And I go, no, I just don't remember what I did. Remember. And they walked away and I go, oh, that's what I did. Yeah. Like I literally always remember. So it's like after the podcast, I'm like, oh yeah, I did.
And I always I always make an effort to write down what I did. And the only thing I wrote down was grandma calling me. So I guess that's the only thing I had. But
since I brought up
go ahead. Oh, okay. All right. The same trip to Walmart I made last night to buy frozen pizza and alcohol. I also bought Halloween candy because it was, it's staring me right in the face. I'm not going to not buy it.
Yeah.
So I bought some Reese's pumpkins, of course.
Of course.
And then asked Shannon if she had listened to last week's episode. She goes, no, I'm way behind. I go, okay, you're terrible. And I was like, well, we shit on Reese's for their shapes. And I open it up. I go, look at this fucking pumpkin. It fucking elongated. It's like this fucking big. Looks like shit. Yeah. I go, I'm still going to eat it, but it looks like dog shit.
why can't you just make it like a pumpkin?
Exactly. Make it square, but that's all I had. I also bought like a big bag of like a $10 bag of candy, and I was like, there's something seriously fucking wrong with me.
Yeah, you don't need that candy.
I mean, I'll spread it out over the course of like the month.
I bringing up the when I said my supervisor asked me what I did on the weekend.
Yeah.
By the way, I remembered that I took a bike ride to Dad and I went to Gowanda and Little Valley and then Ellicottville and then home. So because that day I was thinking I might Dad asked me, he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. He was want to go to Ellicottville. Okay, sure. Why not? So we start driving and we turn off at Gowanda. I'm like, I thought we were going to Ellicottville.
Right.
And so then we stop and I was like, where are we going? He's like, oh, we pull into this bar. And I'm like, what are we doing here? And he's like, I thought we'd stop for like fries and a drink or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Can't complain about fries and a drink.
Yeah. So we sit down and they were saying that he would come here a lot. Or wait, would he come here? Yeah, he would come like back in the day. Back when I was a boy.
Right, yeah.
Like it would mostly be like people from around this area. Now a lot of people from like other places are coming down here. He said it's changed a lot. It used to be like this different, used to be called Cookies, and now it's called like Gowanda Bar or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was saying that, if you go up this road, you can see where we used to camp for like a month or something like that. That his dad would go there for like 30 days. And he's like, I'll show you this. And so he's telling me all this. And I'm like, I just like stop. As he was talking, I just go, are you dying? He goes, what? I go, you show me this bar you used to go to. You tell me you're going to show me this place you used to camp, blah, blah, blah. I go, are you dying? He goes, no, I'm not dying. He goes, your mother says, what does she say? Only the good die young, so I'm going to live forever.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, it's just, I told Mom that. She goes, people reminisce or whatever. And I go, yeah, it was just weird. It was just weird. I was like, this man dying, it was, and he said something else too. And I was like, that's why I was like, not that I actually thought he was dying.
Right. Yeah.
But I was, just like as a joke, kind of, I was just like, is this man dying? He's like, show me all his old spots that he used to hang out as a kid.
Yeah, giving me his best memories.
Yeah. So either way, we hit that place, and then we went to Little Valley. We got food.
Okay.
And I got this burger. It was called the Carnivore, and it had burger patty, beef patty.
The burger itself.
It had chicken and it had bacon.
Ooh.
So I had that. And then we went to Ellicottville, and we kind of just walked around there and just see what was going on. It said it was rock and roll weekend.
Rock and roll weekend.
Yeah. Anytime there's too many R's and W's in a sentence, man,
you're gonna mess it up. It's either rock and roll weekend or rock and roll weekend.
It's gonna fuck me up all the time. Rock and roll, whatever, weekend. Anyways, so we're walking around, and then we saw some of these dessert places. We were like, oh, what do we want? There was a cupcake place, there was an ice cream place, whatever. So I got some ice cream. He got a piece of carrot cake.
What kind of ice cream did you get?
Like peanut butter fudge or something. It wasn't the best.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we
I
went
watched
home.
a TikTok not long ago of a guy from the UK, let's say. I don't know exactly where he's from. He was making a float, an ice cream float, right? Which nobody calls it an ice cream float here in America. We call it a root beer float. The reason I did not specify he made a root beer float is because he didn't use root beer.
Yeah, I
He
figured
said,
that.
here, we don't have root beer, whatever that is. And I go, fuck you for not knowing what root beer is. So he used what he assumed was the next best thing.
Dr. Pepper?
Coke.
Oh.
He used fucking Coca-Cola to make a float and said it. I mean, he was like, this is absolutely awful. Like, how the fuck can you guys drink this shit? And it's like, well, we don't use Coke.
Because
that's how we drink that shit.
Root beer.
Yeah.
Because root beer has vanilla. Vanilla based.
So then everybody in the comments was like, if you don't have root beer, the next best thing to try is orange soda.
Yeah, creamsicle.
And I was like, yeah, orange pop will do because you get that, like you said, you get that creamsicle flavor, which is delicious.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was just thinking about that because you said you had ice cream, and I was just like, one, I haven't had a root beer float in forever.
It's been a while.
Yeah. And two, I just thought of that. I was just like, that guy used Coke.
That guy's stupid. Don't use fucking Coke.
Yeah, don't use Coke for a root beer float, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing I just saw on my phone here, trending on Twitter right now, is this guy tweeted, one actor and all of their movies got to go. Who do you choose? So it's Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, or Robert Downey Jr. Out of those four.
Out of those four, I would. Now, I really hate that I'm saying this, but it is Denzel Washington for me.
It has to be for me.
Because I really do like. I think I just seen more
of all the others.
Especially Tom Hanks, and I can't get rid of Tom Hanks and Robert Downey Jr. I can't. I mean, if I had to say an absolute must who's staying, Tom Hanks.
For me, it's 100% Robert Downey Jr. Tom Hanks is second. Yeah.
No, Tom Yanks is the
Tom Yanks.
Tom Yanks. Tom Hanks is the GOAT, man. Then I would say Robert Downey Jr., then Leo,
then Denzel.
And then Denzel.
Because, the thing is, Denzel hasn't really come out with anything recently, to my knowledge. At least nothing that I've seen. So it's like, to me, he's like, he and his movies, disposable. Granted, Leo hasn't come out with anything recently either.
Yeah.
But I think back to some of his movies, you got Wolf of Wall Street, you got Catch Me If You Can, those are good movies.
Yeah, but Denzel's got Unstoppable with Chris Pine.
That's the train movie. I don't think I've ever seen that all the way through. He's
got what has he got? That's just, I know that's a really good movie. It's popped in my head. What fuck? He's got this. We Are Marshall. Is that what it is?
I haven't seen that one.
Football movie. He's yeah. But I think Leo I would say Leo and him are interchangeable. But
I suppose that's true.
I still would get rid of Denzel then.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of Denzel just because I've seen more of all the others movies.
Oh, Training Day. That's the other one. I've never seen that, but I wanted to.
Yeah, you can. Whoever chooses Tom Hanks or Robert Downey Jr. in that scenario is just wrong.
Oh, Remember the Titans.
That's a good movie. That's right. That's Denzel. Yeah. That's right.
That is Denzel. Yes. I want to see what.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. See, I just don't think I've seen much of his. Out of the ones I'm looking at, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 movies. 5. So it's probably just because I haven't seen many of his movies. But yeah, I'm gonna kick him out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Denzel, but But yeah.
Not that you're not good.
No, you're a fantastic actor. Phenomenal movies all around.
Yeah.
But.
And not that you'll ever see this.
No.
To care enough of what we're saying.
But if you do see it, you want to be
out.
a guest. Well, maybe you can convince us otherwise to get rid of one of the other three.
Yeah. But not Tom Hanks.
Yeah, never Tom Hanks. Never Robert Downey Jr. for me.
Yeah.
The only one you could convince me is Leo. And even that's a stretch. Like, I like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street is
it's a good movie.
I'm not fucking leaving. But I think also I've seen stuff like that before where it was like, you got to get rid of one of the Chris's. It was like Chris Hemsworth,
like
Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, and who's the other? Chris Pine. I think there were like 4 Chris's. Like, which one are you gonna get rid of? And I was like, I'd probably just get rid of Chris Pine.
Yeah, he's not in the MCU, so Chris Pine.
It's just like, I mean, I like his movies.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. This Means War. With what's his name? It's Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Into the Woods.
Yeah, good movies. But it's just like the other ones.
Sorry, Chris Pine, you're gone.
Yeah. I forgot. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm saying I forgot, even though I did know. But like, there's 3 Chris's in the MCU, and there's like 3 Toms in the MCU.
Yeah, it's a very, very common names.
It's like Tom and Chris.
Really quick, we don't need to go much into this because I don't know a lot about it. But you know how when we were younger and we'd watch like the credits of movies and we'd always try and look for either our names or our last name. Have you seen Shang-Chi yet? Well, when you go see it, watch the credits because there is a Sharky in the credits. Spelled the same way.
How about it? Did you look him up?
No, forgot to. Maybe I did. I don't remember. There's not a lot of information because it was like I don't remember what they did. It was either like a stunt coordinator or maybe not with stunts, or it was like a VFX person. They did something. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't like they were, a producer or something like that.
That'd be lit.
Yeah, they still worked on a Marvel movie though, so the Sharkies have made it as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And then there was another thing I was going to say that I've totally forgotten.
Yeah, I have yet to see that, and I will plan on seeing it, eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe once I buy it or something.
Yeah.
After it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, I should say. And then I'll get that free digital copy.
Oh yeah, you're a big fan
of it on my phone.
Copy.
I like having them just in case I want to watch it on my phone or something. But I think that's all that happened to me.
Yeah, that's all. Again, there was something else I was just going to say, but I cannot remember it. It was either I was going to talk about 2 things. It was the Sharky in the credits, and then another thing I can't remember.
And you chose to talk about Sharky first.
Mm-hmm.
Respect. Yeah.
Oh, I remember what it was. Have you been hearing about that whole Gabby Petito thing? Yeah. How fucking crazy is that shit?
Yeah, it's just
the boyfriend did it, right?
Oh, for sure.
He did it. The fact that he's missing, he's hiding, he's on the run.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's somewhere.
Dude's a little twerp.
Yeah, he's a little fucking rat. Piece of shit.
It's like, but how I find this very interesting
because I very recently started re-listening to this podcast that I really like called Crime Junkie, where they talk about true crime stories. And shortly thereafter is when I heard about this whole Gabby Petito thing because it obviously just blew up all over the internet. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then this podcast actually covered it. But the day they covered it, that same day is when they found her body, which at the time they were just like, we found remains that match the description. We don't have confirmation yet, but like this podcast said she was still missing. And then it came out, and then probably a few hours later, that's when they were like, found a body. And I was like, fuck. But it's 1000% the piece of shit boyfriend, Brian. Is it Brian?
Laundry.
Yes, Brian Laundry.
What a nice last name, buddy.
Dude's a fuck. And I know we usually like to make jokes out of things, but very sorry for Gabby's family and their loss, and hope Brian gets found soon. I know he's down here in Florida, but nowhere near me, so I'm not going to help out with any man.
Joe's aiding and abetting.
He's hiding under my bed right now. No, but hope he gets found soon. Dude's a fuckwit. I talk about this like Shannon and I will like update each other like when we get updates on Twitter or TikTok or wherever we get updates. And so like she had texted me and she goes, oh this, and I go, oh, I already know that, and like I forgot to update her, and she goes, why didn't you tell me? And I go, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just this shit to get off of my TikTok.
No. Yeah, it's all over everywhere, and it's starting to die down a little bit, I think, now, because they actually like found her, and then of course like once they actually get, because they will find him, they like he's either gonna kill himself or they're gonna find him, and or he'll kill himself and they'll find him, and that's when it'll like kind of blow up again. But right now it seems like it's kind of dying off a little bit. But yeah, shit's fucked. Don't kill your girlfriend. Hot take.
Do a better job.
God damn it. So fucked up.
I mean, like, how? I mean, okay.
After but it's like it's so obvious that it's him too. Like he didn't do a good job of saying it wasn't me. He just said, I want a lawyer.
No response. Give me a lawyer. It's like, okay, bro, you're fucking.
It's like, you're so guilty. like if you're gonna kill somebody, listen. Advice here from the Shuffle podcast. If you're gonna kill anybody, it doesn't matter who it is. If you're gonna kill somebody, one, don't take their form of transportation, because that's pretty obvious. That's pretty incriminating, right? Two, don't immediately say, I want a lawyer. Guilty.
Yeah. I'm sure he could have gotten some type of deal where it's like, I mean, he actually killed somebody, so probably not.
Yeah, no, he murdered her. He murdered.
But maybe he just wouldn't get the death penalty if he would have just been like, yeah, I killed her.
I don't know if he'll get the death penalty.
I don't know if he will.
I don't know what the rules. I assume the death penalty is a thing in Florida because it's Florida. We'll kill anybody.
Yeah. I don't know how it all works.
I don't know either, but yeah, dude.
So I guess well, I don't know, because like, let's just say this. It's like he's 20 something years old. They're like, okay, you're getting 60 years to life.
Right.
Okay. So it's like,
also really quick, you probably don't know this answer, but what is life in prison?
Like 60 years, when someone says 60 years to life?
No, yeah, like how long do they consider life? Because it's not until you die. They consider, like, they have a number of what is a lifetime in prison. It's like X amount of years is life.
I just figured it's till you die.
No. Like if they were gonna like keep you there until you die, they just put you on death row.
Well, let's look it up.
Yeah, like how long is life in prison? I guarantee it's not until you die. Because like if you get, well, I guess life without parole. Yeah, life without parole is like, it's a certain amount of years. There's no chance of getting out early. I think. Never been to prison. I don't know.
Life imprisonment is any sentence of imprisonment for a crime under which convicted people are to remain in prison either for the rest of their natural lives, or until pardoned, paroled, or otherwise commuted to a fixed term.
Oh, so it is until you die. Yeah. Oh. I always thought that, like, if you get life in prison, it's like, okay, what's the lifetime of a human? 75, 80 years? You get 80 years in prison. If you're still alive after 80, you get to go out. Because it's like after 80 years, if you're 20 years old, right? And you commit a serious crime and you get a life and they deem that life is 80 years. Let's say 75 years. And at 95 years old, you're still alive and kicking. And they go, all right, what are you going to do at 95? You're not a danger to society at 95 years old.
Right. Yeah. So let's just say now that he's running around hiding, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, it's 80 years. Okay, no, he's 25. So it's 60 years, or he's 20 something, whatever. 60 years to life. Okay. So let's just say he was just like, yeah. You know, I killed her. Everything got heated. She bugged the shit out of me. Bam. Okay.
Right.
Maybe they would have been like a little bit less. I don't know. They would have been like, okay.
I feel like if he came in, now you can't just admit to that shit right away. You can't just go in and be like, I did it. Give me a plea deal. You got to be like cooperating. Got to get a lawyer involved eventually. They got to come to conclusions that it was you. And you got to be like, I know where her body is. I want a plea deal before I tell you where it is. And that's when they'd be like, all right, fine.
Which is fucked up.
It's extremely fucked up. But like, if it means finding, like solving the mystery, finding the body and like giving that closure, it's probably something they do. And like the plea deal is never that good. It's never like, no like prison.
Instead of 60, it's like 55.
Yeah. You know, it's something. Because like it's always better. I shouldn't say it's better, but like you are likely to get a lesser sentence, I think, if you plead guilty to a case.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like if you plead not guilty, you're essentially lying. You're like, I didn't do it. And then they're going to show the facts that you did do it.
And then you're like, all this trouble. You got to get the judges. You got to get this jury.
So then it's like, okay, fuck you. You lied to us at the very beginning by pleading not guilty. Prison forever. Where if you go, I did do it. And then they go, okay, here's the facts that you actually did. Then you're like, okay, still going to prison because you did a crime.
Yeah.
But not as long. Yeah. I think he should rot in prison forever.
Oh, he's gonna.
And he better.
Or in a swamp somewhere.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I think we should dangle him by his toenails for the rest of his life.
That's disgusting and inhumane.
Seems pretty humane to me. He killed his girlfriend.
Anyways, on to Triv.
Yeah.
I have a third screen, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I put up a TV again. I'll probably take it down again.
Oh, I just got such a bad headache.
Refresh.
Excuse me.
Pick a number.
18.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Which character did Kim Cattrall play on the TV show Sex and the City? Don't know. Not a clue. Never seen it.
I only know one name on Sex and the City, and I only know the first name. It's Carrie.
Well, let's see if it's right. It doesn't count, but
no.
Samantha Jones.
Would have never guessed it.
Okay. We're gonna go to 25. What show featured the 5 orphaned slinger? What? I hate this.
What is this shit?
Let's just find. Here we go. Pick a color. Ford produced the Model T in only what color after 1913? Ford produced the Model T in only what color after 1913? The Model T.
After 1913. A color. Ford produced the Model T in what, in only what color after 1913? I mean, I feel like
it's so simple.
Yeah, I'm good.
I said black.
I also said black. Yeah. like obviously.
I was gonna go navy blue.
And I also almost went. Us. I also almost went blue.
Okay, let's do a different one.
Oh, okay. So you don't want me to give us points for that?
No, because it's just what's the difference?
That's true. Yeah, it makes no difference. How much blood does a pregnant woman's body contain?
Yeah, I saw that too. That's disgusting. 50%.
That's not an answer. Oh, how much more blood did it say?
Yeah.
I read how much blood does a pregnant woman's body contain. Not Abraham Lincoln, Dave.
How many annual federal holidays are in the U.S.?
Okay.
Okay.
I think I got it. I'm locked in.
I said 10.
Oh, fuck, I said 7. Fuck! Shit, how? Which ones?
You've got we've got the easy ones, which are like July, or not July.
4th of July.
4th of July. President's Day.
Yeah.
Columbus Day.
Oh, I didn't say Columbus Day.
New Year's.
I didn't say that one either. I'm fucking stupid.
Christmas.
I said that one.
Thanksgiving.
I said that one.
And you've got Labor Day, Memorial Day.
I said both of those.
What I say, President's Day already, right?
Yeah.
January.
Martin Luther King Day. That's one I said.
Martin Luther King Day. There's one more. There's like 2 in 1 month. That it's like another. It's like not President's Day, but it's like a something.
What are the federal holidays? Oh, interesting. The U.S. government recognizes 12 federal holidays, 11 annually, and Inauguration Day every 4 years. Interesting. New Year's.
Is
Martin
Juneteenth
Luther
on there?
King. What? Juneteenth.
No, but that's the 11th one.
Yeah, that's the newest one. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the 10th one? What's one we're missing?
New Year's, Martin Luther King, Washington's birthday.
Yeah,
that's President's Day. That's because President's Day isn't listed on here.
Oh, okay.
Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Grandparents' Day.
That's not
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, this is 13. Ignore Grandparents' Day. Columbus Day, Veterans Day.
Oh, Veterans Day. November 11th.
Yeah.
How do I wait? What? What is going on? How come I can't stop sharing?
You can.
Can you close it out for me?
I don't think so.
It's not. It's usually like right here. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Thank you. It was on, dude. Literally, it put. I'm sharing my screen on my right hand monitor, my secondary.
Yeah.
And it puts the stop share on my third screen. I'm like, dude.
All right. So you are at 3. I'm at. Sorry. Yeah, you're at 3. I'm at 4. And this is only week 3, so we got 3 more weeks.
I made some ground.
Yep. That was a big one.
All right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You can follow me on Instagram if you would like, _David Sharkey _ and eat of the week. What was it? Yeah, it was going to be that barbecue cruncher, but I do remember that I did have this chicken and rice that Dad made.
Yeah,
and I had it for lunch last night. Oh my God, dude, it was like, I mean, it wasn't like phenomenal,
but it was good.
It's not like it was like, oh my God, it was so good, but like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, really.
He made it again today. Yeah, and I'm about to eat some after this.
Nice.
So it's good.
Did you already say where people can follow you? No, you didn't. You went right to Eat of the Week first. What?
I said it.
You did?
I said, yeah.
Don't remember.
I just said one thing.
Oh, maybe that's why.
_David Sharkey _
Yeah, you can see how well I'm paying attention.
You just froze, so
yeah, we're starting to lag here a little bit. Anyways, you can follow me on my regular Instagram at my photography Instagram at Sharkey _photography, my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharkey, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe Sharkey. My eat of the week is going to be that popcorn chicken that I had 2 nights in a row. It's Purdue frozen popcorn chicken, and what I do is you throw it in the oven for 16 minutes. You flip it halfway, and I pull it out, and it's just plain chicken. But I throw it in a bowl, put some hot sauce, on there, and then shake up the bowl to get it all coated. Chef's kiss. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm also going to add this Lynchburg lemonade into my drink for the week. Yeah,
I'm gonna add a I'm gonna make a new Instagram account.
Okay.
That you guys can follow me on. It's gonna be called Dave's Paper, and I'm gonna just post pictures of different types of paper.
I'm actually kind of intrigued by this because I want to know how many different types of paper you can do before you run out of posts.
Yeah.
Well, because you got.
I mean, looking at it now, I've got like notebook paper, little.
Yeah,
little
you got and then you got loose leaf paper. You got
computer paper,
construction paper.
Construction paper.
You could technically do like poster boards, not boards, but like the big like. What are those called? Are those poster boards?
Poster boards?
Not the trifold, because that's cardboard. But like I'm thinking of like the big like colorful ones that are just like poster paper, I guess.
Oh yeah, poster.
What else could you do?
Wrapping paper.
Oh, that's a good one.
Tissue paper.
Oh, good.
I could
get toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Yeah. I could get like at least 15 photos.
At least, yeah.
Do one once a week.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Do once a week. See if I can just get 52 different kinds of paper.
If you could get 52 different kinds of paper, I would be extremely impressed. And I'm sure that there are 52 kinds. But if you could,
I think I would spice it up too. Maybe I would get like I would do like if I ran out of paper, then it would just be like. It would just be a drawing on a piece of paper.
Oh,
yeah, it's not going to be all. I'd get like different kinds of paper, but then sometimes it'd just be like, oh, I just did a cutout on this piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, took a picture of it. It's going to be called Dave's Paper.
Dave's Paper. I'm down. I like it.
Has paper.
I support it. But anyways, you guys can follow the podcast on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. Make sure you tweet us what you want us to talk about and anything that you feel like you need to say to us. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel at The Shuffle Podcast and follow and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Also, The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. And Dave?
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell. We'll talk at you guys next week for episode 98, getting closer to that 100th episode. Woo! Was that 100 to you? Yeah, it was.
No. I do not read 10? Right to left. There you go.
All right. We'll catch you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
I read left to right. Deuces.